Whatever you like. We get that. We get one through there.
You initially wanted to claim the red because it's on brand for you, Dan.
I did.
You've given that up.
But you're not in a uniform.
No.
Dude.
I just think it's a bit much.
It's upsetting. We're matching though, which is nice.
Dude, we've been mistaken for each other.
A lot.
That's one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah. No, like that is a story that I will tell. But first we got to do the sound check. Tom, bring the sound check back to the pod.
Are you the one doing it?
I mean, I think as our guest,
Yeah.
would you like to do a sound check? Hamo usually swears, but if there's anything you'd like to say, just to make sure the levels are good.
Testes. 1, 2, 3.
Really excellent work. A stunning start to the pod.
Yeah.
Mike G claiming the cabin early.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking own the. Is this the flog off? Is that what it's called?
It's a flog cabin.
What is a flog exactly? Has this been asked before?
Well,
We kind of struggled to define it early on, I feel like.
It
I think
is-
we like the word before we like the definition, really.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like kind of a wanker.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've seen the comment flog a lot from old Australian men with wraparound sunnies.
Yep.
On
Yeah.
reels.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about our listenership like that. We're the only podcast they know how to find.
I'm pretty sure within like a couple of weeks of starting this podcast, we all got called flogs on TikTok pretty quickly.
Right.
Yeah, on the internet. You get it. You must have in some of your comments
Oh, yeah. I've seen
when
flog.
you're doing
plenty.
your hard-hitting observational material about Australia.
Dude, I get
Look at this
flogged.
fucking American flog coming in, insulting our culture.
Yeah. I've definitely gotten flog a lot. Yeah. So, but you don't know what it is? It sounds like it's flogging a dead horse, right? Is that where
Yeah,
it comes
so that's
from?
like the literal thing. I think flog, it actually is like wanking, right? Flogging?
Oh.
Well, a flogging is like a beating.
Yeah, that's true.
But then like a flog, like as a person, like that's very Australian.
So if it's wanking, flogging a dead horse is way grosser.
Yeah, it actually means like ambitious.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the price of horse cum these days? This horse is a stud. Just because it's passed away doesn't mean I'm wasting it.
Yeah.
Why do we keep talking about horse cum?
What?
So remember that we talked about the guy who gets the
Oh, we
dick
did talk
into the
about that.
horse.
That's true.
Is this
I had a
big?
flogger who used to do it. Fuck. I never...
Oh, someone
In
reached
the
out.
DMs. Yeah, wait. I'll see if
Oh,
I can find
wait.
it.
So you call your listeners floggers?
Absolutely.
Oh,
We are flogs, they are floggers.
okay. You go.
So you're a flog right now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So you go hard R on the flogger.
Sorry, flogger.
Flog a what? Flog a please. That's got to be the name of the app.
You don't get to name the
I'm
app.
naming the app.
Just because you're
Taking
fucking
over,
American,
dude.
you come in, you name the app. You're a dog.
I could be. Oh, I'm Hamo for the day. Oh, look at me. I went to prison for 2 weeks.
I think he's actually talked about being in prison for longer than he's been in prison at this point.
I think that's probably true. I think you're right. Yeah.
Statistically.
Yeah.
Just in terms of minutes on stage, possibly.
Yeah. That's he's really fucking milking the shit out of the prison thing.
And it's working. Yeah. He's got a book about it. He doesn't read,
No.
but he's written a book. I don't know.
He wrote it.
yeah.
Sure.
He went to prison and then he wrote a book about it.
Yeah. He told some people the stories and then they transcribed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's like the Bible.
Yeah. It's like it's the first book that was written first as an audiobook.
Nice. So did
And
he?
now it's a book.
Did he do Ghostwriter? Did he actually?
No, he actually did write it.
Right.
Which is disappointing.
He wrote it when he was on under house arrest. He had nothing else to do, so he started writing the book.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't ask him a lot of questions about himself.
Yeah. I mean, he'll tell you.
I picture a ghostwriter as like you're writing the book and freehand. Is that how people write books?
Yeah. Ink and quill. Yeah.
Patrick Swayze comes up behind you shirtless, and he like guides your hand.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's really good.
That's cute.
Imagine if he was like the first ghostwriter. Swayze got in there.
Oh, there's also a terrible comic book character, the flaming skull on the motorcycle.
Oh,
Ghost
Nicolas Cage
Rider.
played him, right? Ghost Rider. Yeah.
They really try to make that a thing, but I don't know. Something about a CGI flaming skull head bikey.
Especially like the mid 2000s. I just didn't quite nail it.
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
I found this DM.
Okay.
Lengthy. Look at this. So yeah, because we talked about because there's like there's like a name for the guy who gets the horse cock into the horse.
Uh-huh.
Like that's like a job. You got to guide it in.
A fluffer.
That's
well,
what I said.
that's what Tom said.
Apparently not.
And you're both wrong because you're dumb.
How do we not know this?
Yeah. So he worked on a horse stud in the breeding shed. Anyway, teasing a mare needs to be done due to the value of the stallions and the need to make sure that the mare is hot. So you get the mare excited
Yeah.
for when they're going to bring the stud in.
Right.
Otherwise, your stallion may get the fuck kicked out of them.
Oh.
This is
So you
the
got to
official
do
terminology.
foreplay on a female horse? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
And how does this achieve? Does he go into it?
It's mostly hand stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell her she's a good girl.
You've got to shush her.
Yeah.
Shh, 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 as you stroke the
No,
pussy.
you don't shush. You listen to her stories for a little bit. You got to tell her she's interesting.
Oh, and sorry, winking, because you talked about winking on the thing. That's when the mare is really keen and their clit will expand and turn itself inside out.
Oh my
Fuck.
God.
We've all been there. Have you ever made a girl wink before?
Yeah, but I just thought she was kidding.
Dude. I mean, squirting's a myth, I think. But
You think so?
fucking- yeah, I think so. I think, well, it's mainly, it's pee. We all know it's pee.
That's what it is?
It's one of
Yeah.
the great PR exercises.
The capital P.
PR?
I thought you were doing it.
Oh, okay. No, I've only had like a little bit of this coffee.
Yeah.
I need a lot more.
Well, guys that are into squirting just have to admit they're into pee. Right?
Yeah, which I don't think is that different, really.
Or cleaning.
Or cleaning.
Or cleaning.
Maybe they just dig cleaning.
Well, if
Maybe it's just Italians trying to explain the plastic on their sofas.
A girl's,
No, I'm not weird. She's a squirter. She's a squirter.
A girl's squirting, and the guy's just like, just put up with it. Imagine what you're going to get to do later. All right? Just deal with it. Deal with it.
Think about nappy sen right now.
If a woman peeing uncontrollably is your thing, you should meet my grandma. All right. Oh, thank you. No, she passed away. Dehydration. Too much squirt. You got it. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it leaning. For anyone who's watching this on YouTube, God, we got close.
Oh, dude, this is, I'm camera ready, dude.
It was
Came in
like
hot.
looking into a mirror, a hot American mirror.
Oh.
But you guys get confused for one another. You don't wear glasses, do you, Mike?
There's specific bookers or people who've been talking to us and realized we're not who they thought we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people think I'm Jewish. Most people assume Mike's not.
Yeah.
With a name like Goldstein, you'd never pick it.
Yeah, the Smith of Jewish last names.
Yeah. I want the guy that does the joke about 9/11, not the guy who planned it.
The guy that was warned and got out of the building.
Yeah, you were meant to be there that day, weren't you, Mike?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
And again, the Wahlberg's coming up on the pod. We brought him back.
Oh, because you probably talked about it a million times, but he claims he would have stopped it if he was on
Would have
the
been
plane.
different.
There would have been some blood in that cabin.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But like maybe Dirk Diggler version of Wahlberg, but I don't
But
see.
it's like they get his cock out, and all the terrorists like, whoa.
Oh shit, dude. Box cutter's not gonna do shit.
Yeah, he's in the airplane bathroom while the hijacking's happening. He's like pants around his ankles, like, you can do this.
You're a star. You're a star. You're a big, bright, shining star. And he comes out and whips his cock out. They're like, I guess we can circumcise it. Like, we've got a lot of time before we hit the trade center.
Yeah, that's the third tower right there. In his pants, dude. Yeah.
Happened to Tower 7. Mark Wahlberg kept it in Paris. He was in France, wasn't he?
What?
What do you mean?
Because did one of the planes take off from... No,
No.
I'm getting this wrong. I'm getting this
What are
wrong.
you
For some
talking
reason...
about?
For some reason,
You think
for
about the
years-
Concorde.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about the Concorde. The amount of time I could save
Yeah, never forget.
all throughout the Paris Olympics. I'm just like, what about that Concorde? Anything going on up there?
Well, you remember at Heathrow they had that Concorde that stays there. You know what I mean? The on the way to Heathrow there is like a Concorde that it's in the middle of a roundabout, like a statue too, but it's the actual plane.
A statue 2?
Well, it's like a statue, but it is actually just the plane.
Sorry, you said statue 2. It really
Statue
made it
2,
seem like a
the-
sequel.
Yeah.
Statue 2, yeah.
Yeah, have
Statue
you seen
2?
Statue 2?
Man, if you haven't seen Statue 1, don't even bother.
You have no idea what's going on.
You'll be looking at it and be like, what is this? Where do I go?
Two statues, chew.
Two statues. Turias? Yeah, we're getting there. We'll workshop it.
Oof, that was rough. I apologize to any floggers.
Oh, dude.
Let me tell you something. No mares are winking at this point. in the
Oh,
pod.
dude. No,
got
people
turned
are
off.
people are fucking mid-wink
So
listening to this. dude.
my clip's still the right way out, and I don't like it. What did we get? Did we get the name of the thing? Because it's not Fluffer. Because that's what I thought.
He didn't actually say in the thing. He was just talking about a horse stud. He worked on a horse stud.
Check his LinkedIn.
Check his link.
Isn't that the title?
Check his LinkedIn.
Actually, I think at that point it's winked out. Well, look, thank you, Matthew
One in
Flogger.
the stink, two in the wink.
Matthew Flogger sent that in, but he didn't tell us the fucking name of the thing. Maybe we got to it.
So it could be fluffing for all you know.
It's not fluffing. We did get to the bottom of that. It's not
We
fluffing.
did
That's
actually
just
work out what it
porn.
was, but we don't remember.
Yeah.
It was like the Spanish thing, wasn't it? We're not doing, hey, remember that thing we said on that last episode? But the people are like, it was this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but you still haven't told us how he arouses the mayor, which I would like to know.
I assume you just give them a little tickle.
Okay.
You tell them they're going to win the Melbourne Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You're a fast horse. You're a really fast horse.
Yeah, yeah.
You look hot.
Yeah, you're hotter than Seabiscuit.
Get the whip.
Yeah, this is a BDSM horse. That is some real kinky shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm new to the flog, the cabin. So I don't know what happens. Do I have to flog?
It's pretty much just this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it really well.
Great, yeah.
All right. I'm tapped out though.
So
Already.
far we've hit,
This is it. Hit your maximum
we've hit 9/11 squirting and clits. This is on brand.
so
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the floggers have come to expect horse cum and Wahlberg and all the rest.
And 9/11.
Yeah.
More than you'd think.
Really?
Actually, the exact same amount as you'd think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was, I tried this on stage that in the States I was there last September and one of the news anchors kept referring to it as 9/11 Day
9/11 day.
instead of, the anniversary of 9/11. He was like,
Sure.
it's 9/11 Day. And I was like, that's far too festive.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds like people are celebrating it.
Yeah.
But on September 10th, it's 9/11 Eve. Yeah. And there's people panicking like, oh, what are we going to do?
September 12th, Boxing Day.
Of course, dude. Box cutter day.
It's like-
Damn it. What I've noticed is it's better when you do a joke. I did a non sequitur. Not the same.
No, dude,
Some
it's
comedians
good.
need to learn.
Yeah. But yeah, there would be
9/11
people
day.
that celebrate.
Happy 9/11 day.
Yeah, of course. Get the kids over, sit around the Jenga tower, throw paper airplanes. I'm sure that's been done.
you might have to tell this. Haggie's got that joke about it. We do presents the night before in our house. Have you
Yeah,
seen that?
yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Maybe.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's like 9/11, like all the different celebrations. It's like we do presents the night before. The
Yeah.
day itself is really just for the children.
That's good.
Very
Fun.
funny.
Should we just do other comedians' jokes for a while?
I hope so.
Yeah. You did the Eddie Murphy one where he's sitting on the car and woo.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
you do that one.
I thought you were going the different one.
Well, you can do the Chris Rock.
We don't want to repeat material in this podcast. I've done it so many times.
Yeah, if only there was a nice Muslim comedian for you to do some jokes from.
I mean, there's plenty. Are you saying there's no good Muslim comedians?
I mean, I've never seen them depicted, but I have seen their material written down.
Because they usually bomb.
Huge. But no, the funniest I was looking at like one. I think I told you this. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
It was Rowan Thambar, who is a Sri Lankan comedian, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about Sri Lankan things.
Okay.
Cricket and being called De Silva for a last name.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he was like, "But you get it. You're Sri Lankan." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm not." And he's like, "No, we've had a big conversation about how you're Sri Lankan."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, we haven't because I'm not." And he's like, "No, we definitely have."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd know.
Yeah.
And then I realized he was talking about you.
Yeah. I mean, to your listeners, the floggers probably don't know.
They can hear it.
We've done Jew jokes, and they're like, hold on, he's Sri Lankan? What the hell is happening right now? Yeah, I'm half Sri Lankan, and I guess Thambar and I would have talked about it at some point.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't read
No.
Brown at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't read Brown.
No. This is how I read Brown.
He's allowed to do that.
Now, earlier in the pod, that would have been viciously offensive. Now it is fine.
Yeah.
Half Sri Lankan, half Jewish. De Golda.
Yeah. Well, my mom's maiden name De Soiza.
De Soiza?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
De Soiza.
Yeah. It's the Dutch, they colonized and,
How do you spell that?
Desoyza.
And how do you spell her first name?
I've never figured it out. It's very confusing.
I was really building up there. What's the number?
You could look her up.
She's available?
Yeah. It's she comes from a long line of squirters, like I said.
Ew.
That's gross.
The old Columbo wink. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. So that was the Ambar, and then there's been people that have definitely been talking to me and been like, "Hold on, don't you usually dress like an asshole?"
Oh, sorry, you got me mistaken. I actually just speak like an asshole. One dressed like an asshole, the other one is an asshole.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's never been if they contact us, they're looking at the names. So like we haven't been booked for gigs. The other guy should have got.
I don't believe so.
No.
I've never done any Sri Lankan fundraisers.
No, that's all I'm doing.
Or C-suite corporates.
Single-handedly keeping the Tamil Tigers going.
Yeah, they have my support. They're doing good things over there.
I think as far as like classified terrorist organizations go, that's probably the easiest to support. Actually, what am I talking about? Hamas, surely. They've taken the title.
Yeah.
The
last
easiest
year.
support terrorist group.
I think so, publicly.
Uh-huh.
Well, like, are you pro-Hamas or you're pro-Palestine?
Fuck. I mean, after everything we've talked about, we're finally getting into some real stressful territory.
Sorry about that.
Can we talk about my dead squirting grandmother, please? This is very uncomfortable.
Can we go back to the safety of horse fucking?
Exactly.
I think it's easy to support the Tamil Tigers because they sound like a baseball team. Don't you think? Like,
yeah, that's true. So how would you rebrand Hamas?
the Hamas Supersonics?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. The Hamas Jazz.
You definitely got to give him like a IPL, like where it's like kind of weird. It's like the Hamas Knight Riders.
Yeah, that
sounds scary.
That does sound intimidating. But,
The West Bank paratroopers, something like that.
You love that reference. You love bringing the paratroopers up. He's done it a few
It's
times.
just such a wild visual.
Yeah.
And Tom, I'll have you know, I cut it out of the other episode because
you?
we got in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Not because of that.
Yeah.
It was because we're talking about another thing.
All right.
Yeah. We're talking about a thing that Hammer was going to film and we had to cut it.
Enough time has passed.
Yeah.
Sensitive now.
Yeah, I can't wait for October 7 Day next year.
I celebrate January 6th.
Who doesn't? We put on our goat like horn outfit and then pray.
Yeah, dude. Your sponsor should pilot, right? They should put putting the erection and resurrection.
Insurrection?
Insurrection. Fuck. All right, let's go back. Cut that. Insurrection.
Putting the erection and resurrection is the Christmas campaign.
Oh, Easter.
Easter.
Fuck. We're all
We're close. We're close to the best gags possible.
We're gag adjacent.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so we're going to have to cut all that. But the one question we asked guests, we only got one question we asked guests. Where'd you go to school?
What are
Because
we?
that's very Sydney. Is that Melbourne? You lived in Perth and Melbourne.
Yeah, but I went to school in the state. What are we talking? Uni? Or are we talking?
We're talking schools.
School. High school. I went to Blue Valley North High School in Kansas.
Kansas City, Kansas?
Yeah, well,
Or Kansas City, Missouri.
The Kansas side of the Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is with that? Explain that?
No, it makes no sense whatsoever. But Kansas City encapsulates, two states, basically. The city covers two states.
Oh, wait. So that's the same. I just assumed it was like two cities with the same name. But no, Kansas City is on the border?
Yeah, so there's like State Line Road, and then Kansas City's like
State
that.
Line Road?
Yeah, we live right next to State Line Road on the Kansas side, dude. Look at that.
Oh, so like is one side of the road Kansas, the other side of the road Missouri?
Yeah.
On the State Line Road.
I could throw a rock and hit Missouri.
Do the numbers, is it like Australian numbers where it's like even odds and evens?
What does that mean?
Oh, so like on Australian streets
Oh,
generally.
right. So facing, it's kind of like a major road. So
Okay. Like multi-lane.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
American highway? Freeway?
I wouldn't call it
How many
that.
lanes?
Yeah. That's a bit grandiose for old State Line. It's still a road.
It's right.
Yeah.
You can go 70 on it.
Yeah. We're talking 4 lanes.
4 lanes. That's nice.
Yeah.
Can you get abortions in both and or either states?
You got to travel. If you want to pick up a minor, you got to go get them in Missouri and then bring them back to the Kansas side.
That would be super funny if the age of consent is different in both states. It's like, what are you, 16?
Yeah.
Come over here. You're going to love evens.
Yeah.
On these 6 more months, do we go to a date at a different restaurant? We have a whole new world.
Yeah. So it's actually real confusing and makes no sense whatsoever. And but I was just there on the Kansas side, and
Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah, and the Kansas side way more conservative and Trumpy than the Missouri side.
You're kidding. But you're facing each other.
Yeah.
That's like that. Have you seen that? There's 2 Coles in Melbourne
Right.
that face each other.
Yeah.
There's like a parking lot for both in the middle, and they just face each other. And it's just like the Spider-Man meme, like, pointing at each other.
Oh.
What possible reason could that?
I have no idea. I have no idea the etymology of it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what happened.
Because you get the twin servos. That makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah, you see it's Starbucks in the States. You see that a bit.
What, just two Starbucks?
Yeah.
What,
Right.
Duncan couldn't squeeze in?
Nope.
No donuts?
Not face to face though. It's more Requiem like ass to ass. Yeah. So I mean, they like that.
Fuck, that's a good
I don't
reference.
think I get it.
Requiem for a Dream, there's a double-ended dildo scene.
Oh, okay.
yeah, where the music really gets...
You haven't seen this?
I haven't. I'm aware of the movie, and I'm
He's
aware
not
it's very
cultured,
troubling.
this guy.
Doesn't he look like he's seen it?
Multiple times. For a lot of people, it's the movie that like I can never watch that again. Like,
That was
I can't-
me, yeah. But Tom, it's like, every year on my birthday, we skip right to that scene. And then I blow out the candles.
When you said back to back like Requiem, I'm like, oh, they watch it twice in a row as well.
Two Requiem, two Dream. We did it.
Oh,
The
yes.
joke structure made it
There
in.
it
Just
is.
like that.
Oh.
Dill, no. Dill, no.
Dill, no. That's good to fuck it up like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Which,
Bill, yes.
which state did the Chiefs play in?
They play on the Missouri side, but are
Okay.
still claimed by, of course, any Kansas Cityan. So
Is there a Kansas NFL team?
that's the Chiefs, basically.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we claim them as well. And
Because you're a Chase fan. I do know
huge
that.
Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing KC branded gear. I'm
didn't
wearing
notice that.
a barbecue that we're known for our barbecue, and it's just hilarious to me that there's a T-shirt that's just basically advertising barbecue from
In general. That'd
be
be like Melbourne coffee.
I think when you see ads just for like avocados, like just the fruit.
yeah.
Do you think... Is Australia the only country that, like, where lamb is an ad? Or is that...
Well, you think about like got milk, right?
Yeah.
So there's precedent for just like the thing.
I thought that was the American brand Got Milk.
no, I think
No.
it's by like the Milk Federation
Oh.
or whatever.
yeah.
The Dairy Farmers Union.
The Dairy Queens, yeah.
It would be great if it was just all chicks.
Oh yeah.
It's like 100% of the Dairy Farmers Union chicks. The Dairy Queens, what do you think? We're gonna wear little crowns.
Well, that's where milk
cows
comes
are.
from. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, because lamb ads, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was normal. Because the other thing, I don't think I've ever mentioned this. Do you know that Australia is the only country that has like Australian of the Year? I know that obviously, like, not America doesn't have Australian of the Year, but like
That'd be great. Every country had the Australian of the year.
yeah. Who's the Serbian of the year?
No, just the Australian of the Year
Who's the
in Serbia.
Serbian Australian of the year?
Yeah, why are you moving to Nigeria? I'm really gunning for Australian of the year. Better odds over there.
And I just want to see if that guy actually got my money.
Right.
Because he did explain that he was going to give me way more. He just needed my money for a bit.
Yeah.
Who would be the American Australian of the year? That's a good question.
Are you hoping it's you?
Yeah, no. I think
Oh, wait, so you're saying in America, the Australian?
I think look, they would go Margot Robbie for at least the past 5
Yeah.
years.
What
Something.
about...
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. Then what about the skater who won the gold? He's got that American accent.
Ah, true.
Keegan Palmer?
Yeah,
I think
that
was the
rings a
name.
bell.
Yeah.
But like there was two skaters from Australia. One was called Keegan and the other was called Kiefer with two E's.
Oh
Right.
shit.
And I was like, what are we doing here?
I watched that Receiver series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Recently. Have you seen it? The NFL one?
Yeah, it's great.
And there's the Raiders wide receiver.
Devontae
And
Adams?
His name's Devontae.
Yeah.
And his wife's name is Devon. And then he has three children. All of their names start with D as well.
Right.
And I'm just like, I don't know if he's just meant Devon and he's like, well, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, or if she changed her name for him.
I don't know. Well, didn't the Kardashians do that? They all start with K.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, they love the KKK.
Why are you looking at me when Tom is clearly the racist?
Because he doesn't need to convince me.
He knows I'm on board.
This guy's memorized Requiem. I don't know. Yeah, so I went to school, public school in Kansas, and we had metal detectors and everything, and it was, dude, it's a great time. Yeah, is there anything would you like to know? My favorite teacher was Mr.
Yeah.
Breedlove.
Mr. Breedlove.
Yeah.
That sounds like a DJ who exclusively plays orgies. Orgies where they don't pull out. That's
Yeah.
very clear.
Or a guy who's had to come up with a fake name at an orgy. It's like Mr. Breeds.
Or a mayor teasing business.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
We got to get Mr. Breedlove in here. He turns the clit inside out like that.
Yeah.
This guy's getting winks left, right, and center, dude.
He's getting so many winks, he's getting blinks.
I think
His name's an homage to Mr. Hands.
it's an interesting question to ask comedians because I feel like ones that went to private school are cagey about it. Is that not right?
No. We all went to private school.
Oh, shit.
We bring it up
And we're
frequently.
pretty happy.
Okay, all right. Okay.
We're super chill.
Oh shit.
We just forgot our blazers today, but usually we do wear them and our little boater.
I had a boater. You wouldn't have had one of those, Trinity, didn't you?
South of the river, brother. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Actually, maybe prefects had to wear them.
What's a boater?
It's like this super like dense
Straw
straw
hat.
hat.
Right.
Like hard. Like you could commit a robbery of like an older person with a boater. Just fucking smack 'em.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
Fuck.
They're
Kinda
heavy.
Like, it's like
Heavy.
the Mulaney thing. Things that you would wear down to the dock to farewell a ferry.
Right.
For the people you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck. I did
Farewell and ferry. I don't care about these people, but that boat, I'm never going to see it again.
There was a guy in the audience at a gig last night. He was wearing a beret. Oh yeah, that's very.
Oh, by the way, like, no, I'm not going to make that joke.
What?
Just to look up bonus and it's just like two black people wearing them. I'm like, I have been misled. My school would be furious.
Well, they came over on a boater.
Soft out.
Yeah, there's a guy in the audience last night wearing a beret, and the MC pointed it out, and he thought,
how could you not?
Yeah, how could you? You have to.
Do you think people in audiences realize that some people just look away that everyone is going to bring up?
100%.
Like, I genuinely think they don't. Like, guy in the beret, maybe, but like, have you ever people like just rock up in like shorts in the middle of winter?
Yeah.
And then it's like, why are you talking to me about my shorts? It's
Yeah.
like, cause you look weird, cunt.
Of course.
Like, we're drawn to it.
Especially if they're sitting towards the front.
Front row shorts. I
Yeah.
had this guy at the running joke, like front row shorts, and every comedian was just kind of like, shorts. Shorts guy. I can see why Dan spoke to you.
And he corrected the MC by saying, oh, it's actually not a beret. It's called a chapelli, and I got it in Madrid. Of course. And the MC, Shadwick, a great comic, just fucking tore into him, and it was like kind of the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But-
hard to follow that.
Yeah, but he was clearly pretty upset, and he thought like he was bringing some culture to the Blue Mountains of New South Wales and his chapelli, right? And so a bunch
His
of the
chapelli.
a bunch of the other
Famous cricket commentator, Chappelli.
a bunch of the other acts were going back at him and like getting laughs, but it was kind of like when crowd work from one specific dipshit's kind of done. And then there was an act towards the end of the night that tried to do a callback to him, and he said, "Oh, my favorite comedian, Dave Chappelli." And it bombed so hard. I loved it. It was fucking amazing. Dude, he'd been thinking all night.
Yeah.
He came out with Dave. I loved it. It was for me. Yeah, it was the best.
Was that comedian yet?
It was me. It was me.
It was like, yeah, this comedian did this thing that was so funny. You guys are going to love it.
Oh, dude, it crushed, actually.
It is funny because as soon as you said that, I was like, Dave Chappelli, just in my head, just like that little clock
Well, you were a
ticking.
cricket commentator or something.
Chappelli.
Chappelli. You know,
Ian
nah,
Chappelle.
I would
Ian Chappell.
No, Chappelli Corby. That's a good one. Could have done that.
Yeah. Well, there might be another chance. Who knows?
But it's funny to correct, especially an MC in that circumstance where you think, oh, I'm going to come out on top. And you've just made it so much worse. I got it in Madrid. It's called a Chappelli. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, do you not realize?
Yeah.
As soon as you bring up the origin of something, you're in big trouble. I remember I had like a jacket that I did buy from like a market in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Like that just happened, and people would ask me about the jacket, and I would they're like, "Where'd you get it?" And I'm like, "Oh, at this market in Lisbon."
Yeah.
And you just can't get through the sentence without feeling like a cunt.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
say Lisbon,
impossible.
Lismore.
Did I say Lisbon? I meant Lowe's. I got it at Lowe's.
Yeah. But then you might be the type of guy that would be like, oh, yeah, it was a quick jaunt while I was summering in Ibiza.
Ibiza?
Yeah.
Give me a bit more credit than that.
On the way to Barcelona.
It was so touristy, but there is actually this part of Ibiza that's not just the clubs. It's actually very natural. You can just go for nice walks.
Dude, people that put the TH in, I can't abide that at all.
What, you say Ibiza?
Yeah. Of course.
Ibiza.
Barcelona, Ibiza. There's a tennis player, Carlos Alcaraz, now, and all the commentators, or half of them at least, are saying Alcaraz. And it fucking drives me insane, dude.
Yeah.
Because they don't do it for, like, there's Feliciano Lopez. He plays as well. No one's calling him Lopez.
But is he? Well, because the TH is more like Spain, right? These guys are Spain.
I think.
Is Lopez definitely not Mexican?
He's
Definitely not Chilean?
He's Spanish.
Definitely not Argentinian?
Yeah, he's
Haven't
Spanish.
slipped a little South American bio? They don't have the cute little lisp?
But Alcaraz hasn't come out and said, call me Alcaraz. So they're putting on this
For obvious reasons. I'm one of the best tennis players in the world. What's your name? Carlos Alcaraz.
dude.
I find it like whenever I have to order a croissant, it's like, how French am I going to go on? It's like, what's appropriate?
Yeah.
Croissant? Probably
Yeah.
not. Croissant? Still not quite right. Somewhere in the middle.
What, you going to lean like all the way in? Croissant?
Croissant?
Yeah.
Un croissant?
Yeah. I just say, give me some of that gay French bread.
Baguette? No, the other one. The gayer one.
Can I get that homosexual roll, please? Yeah, I mean, I do like the idea of like Alcaraz. It's like, yeah, it's got top spin on it.
Yeah.
Got a little top spin on that.
Yeah, you did.
Hit it with a slice.
So you would say Alcaraz if you were a commentator.
I would not.
No.
But like, it's what if Jokic in basketball?
Yeah.
His name has changed like 3 or 4 times.
Jokic.
As he's gotten better at basketball,
Yeah.
they've clearly, because like now he's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Now they're like, we have to get this absolutely right. Whereas previously they're like, no, it's not Jokic,
Yeah.
it's itch.
Yeah.
If you nail that, fuck the rest. Who
Yeah.
cares? Whereas-
That happens to a lot of Polynesians in rugby league because like a lot of like in any sport, right, where they play like 2 or 3 games, I reckon commentators like, how much time do I really have to set aside to getting this right?
Yeah.
And they're like, just go with your heart for the first little while, and they stick around like, okay, it's actually Suali'i.
Yeah. And then, because then you get accused of, racism if you're pronouncing it wrong, right? Like, but I love Trump is intentionally calling Kamala Harris Kamabla.
Karma blah.
It's like, Kamabla. And it fucking rules. It's so...
Sorry, which side of state line road were you again? Just checking back in there.
Kansas side. Yeah, the Kamabla side. And it's so just basic and great. I mean, this is the grade school insult stuff. But yeah, he's running with Kamabla now because he workshops some others. I think Lion, Kamala, or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's, Kamabla is going to be it for the duration of the election.
I do like that he just kind of runs new.
Yeah.
You gotta think he's got like open mic equivalents, whereas like, you throw this out, it didn't go great.
No.
Kamabla seems to be working. I'm gonna close on Kamabla.
Dude, stick with that.
Have you ever like watched like kind of long form his rallies? Like he's just riffing.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's one that I just popped up as a clip of like him talking about Joe Biden calling a press conference.
Yeah.
And he does like 90 seconds. This calls a press conference. Nobody does press conference anymore. He called one. He did one like, tiny press conference.
Yeah.
And then like, and then he like did the thing and he was like stumbling over the words. Then he walked into a door and everyone laughs and he just moves on to policy. Like he got the laugh and got out.
Oh, man.
Just big pullback reveal at the end. Just like, what is this man?
I know.
You seen this? You heard about this? Stand aside, Mike Pence is playing keyboards.
What is that, a beret?
Who are these people coming into our country? All right, so now is the point where we all flog each other off? Is that?
Yeah. This is the jerk off sesh.
Okay, yeah.
What, with 30 minutes left? I don't think so. See you in 28 minutes.
Oh,
That's a-
shit.
That's a Marrowang.
Marrowang.
I thought if we flog in the midpoint and then it's just awkward and
There's gonna be a
tense.
pilot there. But I want to know slightly more about the school.
Okay.
How many people in the school? Because the size of American schools always blows my mind.
And also,
Right.
what years from,
That was year 9 to 12, high school.
and like what years in the calendar? Like what?
Oh, so I graduated. I'm old, so I graduated in 2000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You graduated before 9/11.
Yeah.
Just after Woodstock 99.
There you go. This guy knows his shit.
You must have had so much hope. But anger.
Yeah. But Y2K was still on the cards.
Yeah.
300 people?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
For what? For
in your year?
4 years?
No, 300 people across 4 years. That could be wrong. 300 to 500, let's say.
Yeah,
Wait, like in
okay.
the whole school?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought you said there was like 300 in your year.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of small
Is that
for
small?
the States?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like I've spoken to like New York people and they're like, yeah, there was like 800 people in my year. And I'm just like, what? Like, how does that even?
Yeah.
How does anything work at that scale?
Yeah, I think they're in like buildings that are the size of a city block that, whereas in Kansas, it was much more spread out. And like the Blue Valley North High School was in opposition to the Blue Valley West, Blue Valley, which was just south, but it was just the original, right? And then we'll get deep into the districts here. The Shawnee Mission School District, which is where Paul Rudd went to school.
Paul Rudd, really?
Yeah.
Ageless Paul Rudd.
Ageless Paul Rudd went to Shawnee Mission. He was same year as my sister, and they winked. No, What you want me to list all the school districts of Kansas?
That's the question, right? Is that what you said?
Can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, go on.
Yeah. So Olathe, there's the Olathe School District, and they had a great football team. Was
your school good at a sport?
Yeah, we excelled in I want to say dressage. Let's take it back to horse cum.
For a second, I was like, really?
No, we were a good baseball school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, did you go to like the games? Was that because you see these American sports movies where it's like the whole town's like,
yeah. The school spirit is a huge thing there. That's like not, I guess, corny when you're in it. Like people love it.
Were you in it? Because you're one of the most sarcastic people I've met. So the idea of you being like, go
Mustangs.
Yeah. Muskets.
Mustangs.
I was like, holy shit, they do love shooting over there.
The muskets for a high school would be amazing.
Can you imagine? The muskets versus the Glocks. Man, the Glocks are unbeatable, undetectable. Every year they get through to the finals.
The AKs, though, they're coming through. I would go to Mustang football games, and but just because like we would drink in the stands, like I was a piece of shit still. I was a little skate rat, so like. It was just
skate rats went to sport.
Yeah, to drink in the stands and like
seems like the opposite of skater ethos.
Well, it was something to do on a Friday in Kansas, I guess, because Saturday you just hang out outside the McDonald's and
nice,
smoke dirt weed and stuff. So we would go, but not like full dress up. Face paint and all the rest.
So you had a football team, they just weren't as good as the baseball team.
Yeah, the football team was pretty average because with too many whites at my school.
God.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the shit. So many whites at my school looked at me and Tom and it's like, bro, we would blow your mind. He went to a North Shore private school.
Right. I was thinking about that the only race of people that you could point out there's a lot of is white people, right? In any given venue. Otherwise, it's problematic. You can't be like, there are a lot of Filipinos in this crowd tonight. You know what I mean?
I think if you go that specific on country, then it's almost impressive.
Right.
If you're correct.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I got fooled again. Just like thought they were Filipino, Indonesian. So close.
Yeah,
I was in the right vicinity.
Yeah. So no, I was a little skate rat, but I think freshman year I played baseball, and then after that I was just more skater kind of. Oh, and I was also in the marching band.
You're in the marching band?
Yeah. I played drums in the marching band.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that just snare?
Well. You start out on cymbals, your little like, bottom of the ladder. Yeah. Because you're not putting a freshman on snare. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but I was
get real.
Yeah, get real, dude. Fucking hell. And then sophomore year, I think I was bass drum for a little bit, but then quickly progressed to the snare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assume bass drum is kind of like a big unit because is it the heaviest drum?
Yeah, it's that thing, and you got it. It's like hanging on you, right? So you have like a harness, and because you got to march around with this thing on, and then probably the tuba players had the bigger burden, and but tuba players are always big fat guys.
Yeah.
You don't see like a skinny rip tuba player.
No, they're like offensive line.
Yeah, because the tuba sounds like a fat person walking.
It does. Yeah.
You know.
That's actually that's the sound their steps make. They just invented an instrument. Yeah. Be like, no, it's the tuba.
Yeah. So I was in marching band, I think, until junior year, and then got out of that. Senior year, just did nothing. Yeah.
Just dirtweed and McDonald's.
Dirtweed and McDonald's, dude. Yeah. I mean, have you had any of what other Americans on the pod yet? And you've
No, I don't think so.
plumbed the depths of American high school culture?
No, not so much.
Yeah. I mean,
I've seen films.
Friday Night Lights and all that.
That's exactly the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, did your quarterback become a paraplegic or no?
Maybe.
That was Friday Night Lights, right?
No.
That was.
Remember the Titans.
The first.
Oh, you're thinking about the TV show.
Yeah, what are you talking? Oh, yeah.
The movie. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And remember the Titans? Didn't someone get paralyzed as well? It happens,
Yeah. The defensive player,
Yeah.
the white defensive player, not the black defensive player.
Right.
Wasn't it?
Who knows?
Don't know.
Because there was two. It was like left side, strong side, or something.
Yeah.
Look, I'll be honest. I don't remember the Titans.
No, at all. They should have made a sequel. Remember the Titans? Too fast, too paralyzed. Too slow, too paralyzed. There we go. Too slow, too paralyzed is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Two legs not working.
Two legs, two arms. Your choice. All right. Do you want to do a pilot ad? We can do a little pilot ad.
The pilot ad.
So this is where you force your guests to do
To shill.
to chill.
Yeah.
And I don't get a cut of the revenue.
If it makes you feel any better, we don't either. And we also believe there's probably no revenue.
Okay.
We don't know if we've driven anyone, because this is, every now and again we feel the need to remind the floggers, it is real.
Yeah.
Real
Pilot
product.
exists.
Yeah.
There's ED and other men's health medication available. Pilot.com.au.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So I'm just reading this off. Oh shit. Okay.
I've written an ad for you.
Am I down the barrel?
Down the barrel, if you like. Written an ad for Mike Goldstein. Mike, take it away.
Hi, I'm American comedian Mike Goldstein. I'm also half Sri Lankan and half Jewish, and
No riffing.
Americans are famous around the world for shooting, and I'm famous for shooting too. Famous for shooting my load too early, especially in schools. That's why I moved to Australia in the first place. In America, the clockwise pussy juices always made me come early, but the counterclockwise Australian pussy juice keeps me in the game for slightly longer. Andy Lee asked 100 women, and all 100 said that they would prefer if I ejaculated more slowly. I mean, I don't mind that, because that assumes that I've been with 100 women. That's pretty cool, dude.
Have you not?
Well,
Let's high five later.
250. So I'm glad I found Pilot. Their ED medication means I've got longer to get my shot off than Thomas Matthew Crooks. Fuck, topical, dude. I love that. Pilot, hard made easy. $20 off your first order with Floggers 20 at checkout. Get your dick up. Is that good? Is that their slogan? Get your dick up?
Yeah, that's it.
It is now. And you get nothing for that either.
Oh, shit. All right.
Put your money down to get your dick up.
Did I sell that? Was that good?
That was good.
That was really
stuff.
good. Really sincere.
In the
Yeah.
car on the way here, Dan was like, is it too much to say that pushy juices go anti-clockwise in Australia? I'm like, no, it sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Man, I'm really questioning the anatomy of pussies with juices and winks and everything we've talked about today.
Yeah.
Right?
If I'd ever seen one,
Yeah.
I think that'd really help.
How would juice go in that motion? Explain this to me. You're thinking here. Yeah.
Well, because there's like I would say the bottom, like, as in like the lady is
But you
standing.
picture a swirl thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm picturing it like on the way down.
A
Is it not?
twister. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm picturing like kind of like a slippery dip, like with the curl. It just
okay.
goes down.
This is really a filthy podcast. It's
Yeah.
like really, we're rolling around in the muck here.
Look, as we found out at our live shows, the
Yeah.
majority of our listenership is chicks. So I just want them to know
Is that true?
Yeah.
that we know
Wow.
about them.
They at live shows, the chicks seem to turn up.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just less ashamed about it. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, the male floggers are in their basement jerking off a horse,
Right.
whereas the chicks are out there having a laugh at a live show.
Who do the chicks like the most?
Andrew Hamilton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think most people just like Hammer the most.
Yeah.
Right. Shit. Okay, so he's the star. So this episode's not going to get any downloads whatsoever.
No, you're the star.
Fuck. So if one of you's not here and Hamo's here, do you see a difference in numbers?
It goes real well. we believed for a long time that it was the guests that were bringing the view numbers down. No, it was the absence of Andrew Hamilton.
Oh, shit.
Because he comes on here and he talks about cocaine or prison.
Right.
And people like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he blew up doing the "yeah, mad" thing, right? Which is just like dad jokes, kind of in a setting like this. So
Yeah.
Should we try to do some of those right now?
Do you have any just available? Top of your head?
I mean, because they go for dark ones, don't they?
Sometimes, not always.
Sometimes they're just a bit silly.
Right.
Or racist.
Oh yeah, they love the racist ones.
That's a great genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me. You got a racist dad joke in the bank, surely.
All right.
A joke about a racist dad? Or a joke from a racist dad?
Do other races know their dads? No, that was our thing.
There you go. Yeah. But I guess I gotta like. Do they do the thing you fill your mouth up with water and then if you laugh?
No.
Is that them?
They got to do a shot.
Shot of vodka.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. I mean, they deserve all the traction they've got online.
Look, the internet requires stakes
Yeah.
and language simple enough for people in developing countries to understand.
Okay.
So Hamo is in the midst of launching a new channel with the people he started who all started on Yeah Mad together. And there was a period of time where there is a representative on the Yeah Mad subreddit, which exists, who would listen to our entire podcast just to hear any information he might offer about the new channel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to stick around for this. Maybe we need to tease it in the description that we're going to give away some hot details.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, now that Hamo's not here, we can tell them what the channel's going to be called.
Is it a sequel name? Yeah, Mad. Too
mad. There it is, Floggers. You got the goss.
Too dad, too racist.
Too dad, too joke.
Too dad, too racist. They're gay, but they're racist.
All right. Well, fuck. That's huge news, man. Fucking.
It's big.
Yeah. You heard it here first, Floggers. I don't know why I'm running your podcast.
I'm liking it.
As an American, you come in, you're like, this is what leadership sounds like. And I'm like, it kind of does.
Yeah.
Do you have that? Like in my head, like an American accent. I'm just like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'd listen to that person tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like got a degree. Like I think Australia's got that inferiority complex still. I don't think that's disappeared.
Right. So the voice of authority to you is an American voice.
It just sounds normal, which is crook.
Yeah.
Like, because I've never, like, I think I sound very normal.
Yeah.
But, like, when I was in the States recently, like, people had trouble understanding me.
Really?
And I was like, what? Like, I got a very neutral register, but...
Weird. Would you, okay, because you grew up obviously watching American TV and movies, so that's why it's normalized for you.
Yes.
The accent. If you see, say, an action movie and outside of James Bond, the main character doesn't have an American accent, is that off-putting to you?
When I hear an Australian accent,
Yeah. Oh, Australian accents in movies, brutal.
like, it genuinely makes me be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, for some reason with TV, it's like a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, hey, mate. You're like, oh, no. And a lot of the time, it's like an American actor putting one on.
Yeah.
Which is the weirdest.
Yeah.
Like, how could it be like, hey, I've got to resign from Big Mouth because, like, I'm not actually black. I'm just Jewish.
Oh, so
and the
they're
character's
doing-
half black, half Jewish for a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then, like, in Australia, it's like, like in America, it's also like John Lithgow playing an Australian dad being like, oh my God, Rebel Wilson, are you going to win the singing competition, mate? Shrimp?
So
Like,
they're appropriating your culture. Is what you're saying. Yeah. Well, Quentin Tarantino and Django, that Australian accent is one of
that's
the worst.
horrific.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
truly terrible.
wait, is there an Australian accent in Django Unchained?
Quentin Tarantino does
He's
the
Australian.
Australian character.
When I hear racism in an Australian accent, it just sounds natural.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like in some movies, if the main character is an American, it takes me out of it. Right?
Well, I
It's-
mean, they know that. That's why they remake every TV show with American actors.
yeah. But that's pretty basic. But I have the same thing with porn. If I see like a guy with a foreskin, I'm like, what is this foreign bullshit?
Was this French?
Dude, that's so fun. Because when I hear an Australian accent in porn, I'm also like, ugh.
Oh,
It's awful.
I mean, there's so many like.
Does that dick feel good?
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, no.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's problematic. It's like, wait, do I have consent?
Yeah, no, it means whatever you wanted to mean in the moment. Yeah.
No, you gotta hope.
Nah.
You gotta hope for a nah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. No. Yeah, we can work with. But yeah, nah.
Or can I put it in your ass? Nah, yeah. Dude, yeah, it is bad. It's funny because I genuinely, it makes me enjoy things less.
Australian accents?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you hate it here.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But also I hate it there.
Yeah, you hate it. You just hate it.
I hate it. Where would you be then, ideally?
I don't really like it anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
But in ideal, you could live anywhere and you have all the, the conveniences of
Barcelona.
Ibiza. I want a club year round.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ibiza, but like 30 years ago, before the tourists ruined it.
Yeah, true.
Maybe like Berlin in like the late 90s before it became like Berlin, you know?
Yeah.
Got in there early.
Berlin, early 40s.
Back when we had hope.
I never get to go to the bunker again. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, there's not really anywhere. Like I genuinely, I think about this all the time. Like I have this conversation with my wife frequently. She's like, "Where do you want to live then? You know, you don't like it here. You didn't like it there." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it anywhere.
No. But you're going to stay in Sydney. Is that the plan?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely like it.
Where
Does
would you go? You're here for life. Or are you going to...
I'd like to spend some time in London, but I don't know if I'd want to be there forever.
No.
I really like London.
Yeah.
I don't know. The States I find tough.
Yeah.
Well, you left. So
I left.
we're pitching this to you like it's like, America, sorry, but we just don't love it.
No.
You're like, I immigrated, cunt. I went to Perth. That's how much I hate the States. I was willing to accept Perth for a bit.
I was in Sydney first, and then went over to Perth, and then just kind of stayed there. It's kind of one of those cities where you're just kind of like, I'll just be here for a little bit, and then I was there for years.
Would you ever go back to the States?
To live, maybe knowing that I could come back here because now I got dual citizenship.
That's sick.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. It depends. Like New York, I can do for like a couple months before I'm like, this is actually awful.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where would you go? Where in the States?
I love Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicago is cool.
Yeah,
I
Chicago's
enjoyed
great.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I wasn't there very long, but I did like it a lot.
Right.
I had a good vibe.
Where was the worst place in America for you?
Ooh. I was in Austin recently and I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
It was just so hot.
Why are
and,
they
like,
trying to make it the new thing?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, it was funny. My friend described it really well. So people are like, Austin's great. It's like, yeah, in comparison to the rest of Texas.
Yeah.
You know, like this is a horrific state.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of okay.
Yeah.
Like, but it's still garbage. I mean, it's kind of like LA. Like, you convince yourself, you're like, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you're just in a car, like, forever. And you're just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like everything's so kind of, and it closes weirdly early. Like, LA is like weird. It's like 1 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah.
Every bar in LA shuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Like, you can go to a diner forever.
Yeah.
But you can't get another drink. So you got to go to like parties in the hills, right? That's kind of like the vibe.
okay.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
with some big Hollywood exec, and the next thing you're doing coke off his boner pilot. We brought it back.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that? I don't think that's fair, isn't it? To not really. I don't understand civic pride. I really don't. I don't understand loving where you are.
Well, the civic pride just mean like a local, like that would be if you love Sydney and were like a huge, like if someone was like, Melbourne's better, that would actually rile you up.
Yeah. Be like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Sydney's great.
Yeah.
I like paying $3 million for an apartment to be surrounded by cunts. Oh, yeah, you're right. We do need more gyms and less everything else. Oh, wait, the guitar shop closed down. What's going to replace it? A recovery place?
Yeah.
Right next to the gym.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's got ice baths on demand because we don't have a bath at home because our one bedroom costs $3 million and I work from home with a baby and a Labradoodle. And this is kind of my life. Except for the gym bit, I don't go.
Yeah,
But other than that.
Dan, you have just sort of leaned into everything that you hate. The fact you've moved to the eastern suburbs,
Yeah.
which you despise.
It's because my wife is from the eastern suburbs and she wanted to live near her family.
Oh,
and I
God.
thought, fine.
Yeah. And how do you feel
Yeah.
about your family?
Ugh. Dude, the best relationship I ever had with my family was when I was in London.
Yeah.
When I was a long haul flight / in a different time zone away.
Man, I'm a bit the same. I mean, I left America and my family's all back there. And my parents always threatened, they're like, if Trump gets back in, we're going to move to Australia. So I'm like, just campaigning for Trump, just hard, you know? Like,
Wait, you want
Other
them
way
here?
around.
what?
Other way around?
They say if he wins, they're going to move to Australia.
So you want him to win, then they're going to come over here.
Oh, wait, yeah, I fucked that up.
But I've been campaigning for Trump for no reason. Wait,
yeah.
I don't need to move to Australia. They just need to move to the other side of State Line Road.
Yeah, exactly. Go over to Missouri, you're fine. You know,
You're safe.
Yeah. But no, but that threat that, oh, you know, if he wins, we're going to move to Australia. It's so fucking empty. No one's going to do it. You know, I remember like when the first time he got elected, Cher was like, I'm moving to Canada. And everyone's like, cool. Who cares?
Yeah, that is like, I think it's like America only, right? Like, I've never heard anyone in Australia be like, man, if Peter Dutton gets in,
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Well, that's why I love it here. You guys, I think you have a bit about it. I mean, your bit's about what, assassinating Australian politicians.
Well, just so that we don't protect them.
Yeah.
And because we don't like them.
Yeah.
But I've got even further than that. It's like, I think the reason we don't protect them is because we know in our hearts that no Australian cares enough
Yeah.
to assassinate an elected official here.
Yeah.
It's like, am I going to go to prison for that?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Well, that's, you guys don't define yourselves by your politics. We're in the States, like it's totally who you are. If it comes up, it'll like ruin a conversation. And I mean, you were just there. You would have seen it. Like it's at fever pitch now.
It's just weird. They're just like, it just needs to be, everything's partisan.
Yeah.
Like, and it's noticeable because like, are you Law and Order guy? Like,
No.
do you, like, okay. It's like watching even TV, like TV that spanned like this kind of weird partisan American politic thing. Like TV shows now are partisan.
Yeah.
Like there's like, you know, liberal storylines and conservative storylines and like everything's political now. Whereas
Yeah,
like
yeah.
back in the day, it's just like, hey, this rich guy had something horrible happen to him. We should help him.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's just like, yeah, this rich guy is evil.
Yeah, of course.
He's got money. So
Oh, yeah.
we shouldn't help him, but we will because we're the police.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a subplot where he turns out to be a cunt.
Yeah.
You're just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's a crime.
I know. That's it. I mean, everything is kind of through a political filter. I mean, even, you know, the Little Mermaid remake, you were really mad. It was who they cast in that. I remember you were posting about it a lot.
Tom's there at the cinema being like, they can't swim. I just watched the Olympics. They cannot
bullshit.
swim. This is completely unrealistic.
Give us Aladdin. You're gonna take the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Look, why does the rug need to be Persian? I'm just saying. They're not a good people. I'd like a nice Anglo-Saxon rug.
Do we flog each other now? What's happening?
We're gonna wrap it up really soon because you got to go.
No. Like I'm just like waiting to get flogged. And then this. Do we talk about this?
Mark Wahlberg. Oh no, we don't know which Wahlberg it is.
Has
think-
it come up before?
I think it's Paul Wahlberg. I think he's the chef.
So that's the signature from Paul Wahlberg.
I believe so.
That looks like a P. I don't know what the other thing is.
Yeah, P.
I think it's a W.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
that makes
way.
more sense.
There you go. Right. So you guys met the Paul Wahlberg?
No.
No, we didn't meet him. His representative at Wahlburgers Circular Quay gave that to us.
Really?
They're getting drunk for the Super Bowl.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Hammer and I like got so drunk for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You want to come up?
Yeah.
Come up next year.
I mean,
Flog ball.
it is. You really write off the week because it's Monday morning for us.
Yeah.
And you start at 10 a.m. Yeah. And then, just like you just stumble out at fucking 2 p.m. onto the streets, just shit face. It's great.
I was at work.
Oh, were you?
I heard about it.
We were sending him very, very obnoxious voicemails.
Right.
And video messages.
Right.
Just calling him a bitch.
Yeah.
For 3 hours. Come get a drink, you bitch, you little pussy boy.
And then I got a call from you the next day, being like, so we're thinking we're going to record tomorrow night. I'm like, we spoke about this at length.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? When did we?
If the Chiefs don't get into the Super Bowl, I'll come up and party.
Hell yeah.
Because otherwise, I got to be in my own apartment just watching and focused on the game.
Of course.
2 tenths.
Yeah, 2 tenths.
How many? They've won 2, 3?
They've won 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Back to back?
No.
No, there was a gap.
There was a gap.
Sorry, the last 2 were back to back?
Yeah, 2. So we're going for the 3-peat.
3-peat.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah. And preseason just started. It's all very exciting.
Not to get too NFL heavy on this, but maybe some floggers like the NFL.
Yeah.
Did you see they did like the 100 NFL like the best players,
Yeah.
like top 100 NFL players, as voted for by the players.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes, 4th.
Yeah, 4th.
Is this active players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's top 3?
Was Lamar Jackson top 3?
2.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill was number 1.
Uh-huh.
And then I
That's
think
right.
it was Trent Williams, like the tackle from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Mahomes, 3 out of 4, like the best
Yeah.
quarterback maybe ever, like on track for a Tom Brady level
Yeah.
CV.
Yeah.
And they're like, 4th?
That's wild.
4th?
Dude, demand a recount. This is bullshit, dude. Yeah.
There's nothing more American than demanding a recount.
Exactly, dude.
Storming the NFL headquarters on January 6th.
I'll be wearing the shaman gear. Hell yeah.
Just like, wait, where is it? Is it Dayton, Ohio? Kate, oh.
Where the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
is? I think it's Dayton. Oh.
No.
No, it's...
Oh.
I should know that, really.
You should know that.
It is the Hall of Fame is in...
And they have little busts of all the players.
Yeah, yeah. Is in Canton.
Canton. Yeah. You got to storm it.
We got there. It's a fucking long gray pube on my leg.
Did you make a wish?
Have you found a gray pube yet?
Ooh. I don't think so.
That's a good question, isn't it?
I like it. I don't think so.
No?
They must, because they're creeping into my moustache.
Yeah.
I was plucking originally, and now I'm like, well, it's over.
Yeah.
Check this out for aging. Yesterday, I had to juice 3 limes in a row,
Right.
hand only, like no mechanism.
Yeah.
One of them was particularly ripe. My wrists and fingers are in agony today from juicing 3 limes.
I mean, dude, we've been over it when you were on my pod, but like, it's crazy how out of shape and stuff you are.
I like how you try to blame aging for that.
I just like the fingers. It's very hard.
But it's just like
these
shows
limes.
a lack of what, agility or
I juiced them
physical.
very quickly.
Yeah. This is back to the private school thing that no manual labor has ever been done by Daniel Muggleton.
No, these hands are so soft. when like a bathroom offers soap and like a nice lotion, I'm like, I can't be having the lotion. These boys can't get any softer.
Yeah.
Tradesmen will never look at me in the eye again.
Which is how I like it.
But gray pube is a slippery slope, once you get the gray
have you got
pubes.
one?
I found one, but it was in my salad. Yeah, I think they're just starting to show, and then now it's, pilots around the corner for me, dude.
You gonna dye them, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, jet black.
I'm gonna give mine like a peroxide blonde.
Oh, dude, that's
like
cool.
like an early M&M just over the top.
Or red and yellow for the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Go Chiefs.
that's cool.
School spirit.
Yeah.
Just like, hey Mike, you're not dressed up this year. Just like,
you
let me
wait.
show you.
Red and yellow, though, the people are blood and piss bush. Like, that's gross.
Blood and piss bush. When I think red and yellow, I think blood and piss bush. That's what I think.
Shit.
All right, I think we should call it.
Yeah.
We should get out of it.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah. Why? It's an arbitrary thing that we've decided all podcasts should be an hour.
Yeah, I mean, some of ours go a little bit long. This one with the stuff we need to cut out will go a little bit less.
Oh, shit. Well, let's ask me any question.
I don't want to ask you any questions.
No?
This is not what this podcast is
You
about.
tapped that? Yes, about my school. I mean, Whitcomb, do you have any questions?
No, you covered it.
Was it comb or cum?
Well, I don't like either of them now that you say it that way. Whitcomb.
Whitcomb. It is cum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, in high school, his nickname was Shitcom.
Shit. Right. Yeah.
Is,
yeah,
is,
yeah.
is high school's like as big a, like are nicknames in American high schools as big a thing? I feel like Australia nicknames are like crucial. Like they're big and they're frequent.
Yeah, I think Americans love it. Well, are you talking about the bullying nickname or like a Neon Dion, like a cool one?
Like-
Neon Dion? Who's Neon? Is that a...
Well, there was a player, Deion Sanders, that
Yeah,
everyone
okay.
called Neon Dion, but that's a cool nickname.
Yeah, okay.
But if we're talking shit cum,
No, it's not ideal.
No.
I wasn't leaning into
That was a
it.
cool nickname.
shit cum. Shit cum, you could own that, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Did you have a mean nickname?
No,
No.
they're just Harry Potter stuff, like Muggle Town, like just in that
Struggleton.
realm.
Yeah.
Struggleton would be...
Yeah.
Struggleton's been more as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You've seen me play pickleball. Struggleton is my nickname on the
Do you
court.
know this?
No.
He tried to play pickleball. I've never seen a man more fucked up from a old person child's game in my life.
Yeah, this is the Melbourne Comedy Festival this year.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've just been in decline for like 12 months solid. Maybe
Yeah.
just like no exercise really like at all.
And I thought tracksuit, this guy's fit.
Oh, yeah.
He's
You don't
healthy.
wear one of those unless you know your way around a gym. No.
It was.
Never seen a person in a tracksuit who seems unathletic.
Yeah. I remember like first time going on tour with Dan, and it's kind of like, I'm opening for him and I'm like setting up the merch table and I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm bombing and he's doing well and I'm like, oh, I'm so inferior. And then going out and seeing you in an outdoor gym trying to do push-ups.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, it's equal. We're back.
Yeah, exactly. And it was doubles as well. So the,
Yeah.
the movement was even.
I mean, we did win.
Who was it?
yeah, he had Ben Caution, who's a
Tennis coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was I playing with? Was it Alex?
Damien Power.
Oh, yeah. Damo really let us down. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, he managed to let you down as much as I let Caution down. But he's better than you, so we won.
Yeah. Fuck. All right.
It was pickleball. It was just it was
Well,
just
he
shit.
ran face first into a wall. You almost fucking like everyone was concerned. You know that thing when someone falls and
Yeah.
you don't laugh?
Yes.
The first reaction is concern.
Yeah.
Is bad, right?
Yeah.
Because it looked violent.
Yeah, because like my instincts are still like, because I used to play tennis,
Yeah.
I used to play like football, like I used to, so my instinct is still like I can do that, whereas like my body just there's a gap,
Yeah.
like between the
It's
mind
like, man,
and
you
the body.
can't, you can't juice limes. What do you think?
I thought I could, and I could not. Sent one flying across the room, straight out of the gun. But no, like I just because in my head I'm like, yeah, dive for that.
Yeah.
But it's like tennis, you kind of can. There's space. It's like a soft ground, whereas
Yeah.
pickleball is like on concrete next to cinder block.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dive for that, and just like,
Dude,
God.
Yeah.
it was rough. And then I saw you the next day. You were walking at a right angle. Dude. Like, you were so fucked up. You were so sore and just annihilated from the hour of pickleball we played.
yeah, because that's the thing. They're like, we're going to keep playing, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, we booked it for like 2 hours, and he was like, "Oh, I'm done."
What is
Yeah.
it? Post the.
No. Like we played 3 sets because like they won the first set, we won the second set, we won the third set.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll keep playing. And I'm like, no. Like a winner was declared. I'm getting the fuck
No
out
one
of
else
here.
had broken a sweat at this point.
Yeah, right.
He's just fucking ruined.
Limping. Like I hit the wall so hard, my shoelace snapped. I've never seen that before. Like the actual shoelace
about
itself,
that.
like snapped in half.
How does that? What? Sure.
Yeah, shoes are flying. It was amazing, dude. It was very entertaining to me because you are, a put together, smart man, but then on the pickleball court.
Dude, you don't need to compliment me before we jerk each other up. We just do it at the end out of obligation.
Oh, dude.
You don't need to butter me up.
Well,
but oh boy, am I
But
winking.
I was about to say something very mean. After all,
That's all the time we have for.
Oh man, my erection is going to disappear, but go on.
oh, there's another pilot plug.
No.
Okay, because you had the erection.
Man, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a straight man who went to private school. Getting praise for another man gets me rock hard without the need for any medication.
Oh shit!
That is not McCannon. We know that you do not take praise particularly well
That's
at all.
true.
Right,
Just-
you don't like compliments.
Just finish your insult.
no. This
dickhead.
is no. You want compliments make you uncomfortable?
Don't
Is
do
that
this.
true?
Why are you making this gay?
Man, I think you've really progressed as a comedian, and like your writing is very spot on, and it's you somehow got cuter over the years as well. There's a rugged handsomeness, which will probably fade.
He's back in. He's like, I like that.
That was better.
All right.
Before that, I was like, someone needs to piss on me now. I need to be degraded quick. This was yuck.
Well, I got a blood piss bush.
Blood piss bush.
You got BPP? You heard of BPP? You know me.
Do you guys know that song by Reggie Watts, like "Fuck Shit Stack"? Because like I got a blood piss bush.
Yeah.
Blood piss bush. You get some blood, then some piss, then some blood, then some piss. You got a blood piss bush. A blood piss bush. You got a blood piss bush.
Dan sings punchlines on the podcast a lot, despite it never going well.
All right.
It's just a
Not
song. If you
Not
know the
once.
song, you'd like it.
Singing a punchline.
A lot.
Yeah. It's a good move. People like it.
Really?
Yeah. Not really. I'm so sleep deprived.
Yeah.
I've actually hit I think this is actually my mental limit at this point because my wife had the kid and like he's been home.
Oh,
for, like, this
congratulations.
week. Thank you.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, just like
Yeah.
I genuinely, my mind is blank. So Tom, you're gonna need to land the plane on this one.
No, you've been doing the whole time.
No.
Fine. Thanks for listening to the podcast, vloggers. Mike Goldstein, where can people find you?
Comedy Mike Goldstein across all the socials. And just when is this? This is out next week?
Nah, soon.
Soonish. Whatever. I'm doing solo shows on the Gold Coast in October.
It'll be out before
It'll be out by
October.
then.
Yeah.
That'll be in the description if you want to see Mike G live.
And you got a podcast?
I have a podcast, the Phone X podcast. Muggleton has done it several times. Shitcom, we'll get you on at some
I'd
point.
love to be on.
Yeah. You just got roasted there.
Anything to be accepted. You can do it on the podcast as well.
Yeah.
I'll phone hack myself.
Yeah. So get across to the Phone Hacks podcast and then, add me on socials and send me a DM of you winking.
Please. And if anyone knows how to fix a blood piss bush,
Let me know. It's a problem.
Vloggers, keep flogging the podcast. Tell your friends. We're growing. The cabin grows.
The cabin grows. We like that it grows. And the way that we end every episode is at the end, we're going to say something each. Then you say bye, but you got to kind of put a bit of flavor on it, put a bit of spice on it. So stay flogged up.
Check the Dodgems.
Flog a what? Is that what you want?
No, you have to literally say the word bye.
But I got to put some spice on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, so you guys, what did you say? A
I said
catchphrase.
stay flogged up.
Check
Yeah.
the Dodgems.
And then I say,
Anything but this.
flog a please.
you got to say the word bye. It's very important.
But how do you spice up bye?
Just cut
With
that in.
intonation.
No. All right, I got this. You go again.
Stay flogged up.
Check the Dodgems.
Bisexual.
Perfect.
All right. There we go.